Okay, have we begun? Is everything okay? Let me check here on my monitor to see if everything's coming up all right. I think it is. Yesterday I had a bit of some technical problems on my other channel. Yeah, but everything seems to be fine. Okay, that's good to know. How are you all doing, fellas? I hope everyone is doing fine, is staying safe in this pandemic and everything. And today we'll be playing on our London server. As you can see, here's the IP. I've also made a pinned comment on the live stream chat box. So you can just click the pinned comment and copy the IP. But there are also more instructions and information about how to connect on the live stream description. So let me know if you have any problems, we can sort it out. But I'm already on the server playing with some fellas. Hello, Sherlock, how are you doing, Sherlock? Kaique, hello, Kaique. Ronan, hello, Ronan, how are you doing? I hope you managed to connect, Ronan, I hope everything is okay. Rafael, Coxa, Pedroca, Zezinho, hello, everyone. Let's play together today on our London server. Come join us, it will be fine. Let me open my screen here so you can see what I'm doing. And today, because we're on... Where is my sentry gun? I think Polar destroyed it. Polar is here playing with me. Only we are on the server right now, but you feel free to connect. It would be fun if you could join us. So I'll be playing some Engineer today. And Engineer is one of my... Ah, here is Polar. Hello, Polar. He has quite a stylish Engineer, as you can see. He's building his stuff behind me. Oh, look at his sentry. Where he left it. Hello, Polar. Polar doesn't want to kill me with his sentry. Okay, it's fine. But yeah, I'll be playing Engineer today, and it is one of my worst classes. I'm not very good at Engineer at all. So we'll see how it goes. And I figure it is a good idea to play Engineer because we have high ping here, because we're in Europe. As you can see, 200 ping. Last time I played as Scout and that worked out pretty well. But today I want to try Engineer a bit. What else are you guys saying? Hello, Mr. Dispenser, how are you? Come join us, Mr. Dispenser. It will be fun to have you here playing with us. Great. Rona saying it is 12:31 where he lives. Polar died. Poor Polar. No, Polar, you won't be building your teleporter here. No. And not even your dispenser. I'll destroy it. Okay. Here where I live, it is 1 p.m., 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon. And I figured this would be a good time to stream for my European subscribers and people more from the east of the world. The world. Because last week we were playing on our Miami server. So a lot of Europeans and people that live further in the east couldn't join because of the time zones, of the different time zones. And Polar is coming for rocket launcher. Okay. Polar will get his revenge. And he died as well. So I guess that's better. But that's why we are streaming a bit earlier today, so European subscribers and more Eastern folk can join us. That's why. Engineer is here! Exactly like that, Mr. Dispenser. Oh, there he is, see? The magnificent European Uncle Dane, Mr. Dispenser. Let's play together. I think I'll try to be a bit more brave with my sentry placement. Especially because I'm using the Jag as a melee weapon. I usually go with the default range when I play Engineer, but I figure it would be fun to try something different out and use the Jag perhaps. Hey, hello Trolleyfish, how are you? I hope you are doing well. Come join us, today we are on the London server. Come join us and play with the Europeans. Nice to see you here, Trolleyfish. It's always good to have friends joining in on the fun. And by the way, fellas, where are you from? Let me know in the chat your general region. If you're from Western Europe, Eastern Europe, Asia, America, I'd like to have an idea, because I can see on my YouTube analytics where most of my subscribers are from, but that statistic also considers a lot of people who are not subscribed. So it would be interesting to have an idea of where you that are watching me now specifically are from. I'd like to know that. Let's see if we can cap this point here. I'll grab that metal. And maybe we can lock up the point. Myself here and Mr. Dispenser over there. The sniper trying to hit us. I have to try and make him focus me or my sync. One of the important things about playing engineer, if I'm not wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong, is that you have to make the enemy choose between whether they will be shooting you or your sentry. I don't think it is a very good idea when you play as engineer to keep turtling your sentry, you know. I think it is important to make them to divide their attention. I believe so. So what else are you saying? Hello, Kaique. I will try to play, but the ping will kill me. No, it won't. Don't worry, Kaique. You can play well with high ping. Don't worry. Ah, hello there, my friend Mishirika. How are you doing? I'm glad to have you here, my dear friend. Nice. Thank you very much for coming by here, for passing by here. Thank you. It is great to have you with us. Come play with us on our London server with the Europeans. It will be fun. Let me put a sentry here. No, I can't put a sentry here? Okay, now here I can. Okay. So yeah, hello Migatuga, how are you doing? I know you're from Portugal. Come play with us on the London server. And Zeus is asking if I'm really a teacher. Yes, I am, Zeus. I teach Portuguese here in Brazil. And that's why a lot of people on chat and on the server call me professor. Because professor in Portuguese means teacher. So yeah, I'm really a teacher. Not only a TF2 teacher here on YouTube, but I'm also a Portuguese teacher in Brazil. My dispenser is here still, and my sentry is as well. Okay, that's good to know. Nice. It is a bit hard for the other team to push and attack when there are more than one engineer on the team. And I think it is even harder when there are few players on the match, like it is right now. Pusher lock. Ragdolls are fun, you know. For a while I played without ragdolls for performance reasons, but I miss them. And you have here enemy stand user with an Australian rocket launcher. That looks great. I really like his Australian weapons. I considered for a while to get an Australian rocket launcher, but I didn't because I unboxed my unusual rocket launcher on Jungle Inferno. So that's why I don't have one. But if I didn't have the unusual rocket launcher, I would buy for certain an Australian rocket launcher. It looks sick. Okay, I think it's time to retreat, or else I'll die. Let me try to get a sentry up here, just so we can better defend this area. What else are you fellas saying? Let me talk to you a bit. Cartola is excited to be here on stream. Thank you very much, Cartola. The Tamanduá Bandeira is a beautiful animal. I really like it. I think in English Tamanduá is anteater. I think that's how it's called. It's a beautiful animal. Ah, Migatuga is coming to play. Nice. You can always find, fellas, the IP and some instructions on how to connect in the stream description, okay? There is even a weird bug on TF2 right now that some people can't join community servers. And I've even seen people have that problem on Faceit. And to solve it, one of the things I do is put a launch command on my TF2. I think it is plus client port and some numbers. It is written on the stream description if you have that problem connecting to my server. So check it out if you have any issues. What else? Ronan's asking me for how many years have I been playing TF2 and teaching. I've been teaching, Ronan, since about 2011 when I finished my university graduation. So 2011, and with TF2 I started playing in 2012, and I really got hooked into the game in 2013, around that time. So I'm playing ever since then. Sherlock here, for example, is one of my friends that played with me since that time. He's old school just like me here, Sherlock. So yeah, since 2013. I've known the game ever since it came out. I had a friend back in 2008 who really wanted me to play TF2, to buy the game before it even was free to play, you know. But I was very into Counter-Strike Condition Zero back then, and I really didn't care for TF2. So I only started playing it after I got more serious about PC gaming. And after I think I saw a spy, no I didn't. And after I purchased the Valve Complete Pack on Steam. Then I went to play Half-Life 2 and all that stuff. And because TF2 Portal as well, and because TF2 was in the Valve Complete Pack, I figured I should play it eventually. And since then I really enjoyed the game, and I think I'll never stop playing. I'll play for as long as I can, really. So yeah, that's it. I think as engineer, I think I can kinda play the scout role as well. So that's why I'm pushing up against the enemy team. So yeah. Sherlock saying, Tamanduá bandeiras, flag and theater. I don't know about the flag part, Sherlock. But Tamanduá, I know it's and theater. So yeah.
The control point is being
and Mr. Dispenser is giving me tips. The best way to play engineer is to run around. It is completely okay if a build is going down because you can always rebuild it. Yeah, that's how I think as well, Mr. Dispenser. I'm not very good at engineer, but I think that the tactics, the basic theoretical knowledge about engineer, I think I know enough about it. But please give me more tips. I'm very interested in that. Hello, Puppet. How are you? I'm glad to have you here. Nice. And Rona asking me if I have a Faceit account. I do have it, Ronan, a Faceit account. I haven't played there to try out their system yet because I don't know, because I didn't feel like it really. But I'll try out their system to have a more informed opinion about it. But I don't know, from what I've seen other people playing, I don't think I'll really like playing on Faceit. As you can see, I'm not very concerned about winning games and stuff like that when I play. And it seems to me that Faceit is really focused on more of a focused experience, you know, and Trolleyfish backstab me. More on a competitive experience. Even if they say, no problem, Trolleyfish, he's saying sorry on chat here. Even if Faceit says that they want to build, you know, a kind of casual system, but they even say they have a more serious casual system. And that's not really my style. I like to play the objective, but I'm not really into playing seriously. So yeah. But I'll check it out when I can, for sure. I think everyone should give it a try, you know. So that's it. What else? Zeus saying he can't imagine me sending a student out of class for bad behavior and stuff. I already did that quite a couple of times, Zeus. I try to avoid it as much as I can, you know, to ask for a student to leave class. But I've faced in my life as a teacher, in my career, I've already faced some situations in which it was unavoidable. So yeah, it is not something that gives us pleasure, you know, to ask for, Dark Knight, come on, to ask for a student to live like that. It's not fun for us teachers, but sometimes it's the only way, you know. So yeah. Yeah, Dark Knight joined the game and started killing us all. He is the Demon Knight, as you can see. There's a spy sap in my teleporter, oh no. Perhaps I should change to Scout instead of trying to play Engineer. I think it would be better to play Scout. We already have 3 Engineers on our team, as you can see. Let me try to put a sentry here, protect the final point. And let me see if anyone's coming through here. Ah, there's the moment there. Let me harass him as well. Let me help here our other engineer. Because as long as we have this sentry here, they won't be able to come in and cap the point. There's a soldier up there. I'll stay down here. I want to try and force him. Yes, to get in range of my sentry. See, just like that. Ah, come on, you lost even with my sentry. That's really sad. But yeah. Kaique saying he tried Face It and it is really good. Yeah, imagine for people who want to have a more focused and serious experience, it will be interesting. I already talked about my concerns on Face It on another stream, but I think that generally it is a good thing for the game. I just don't like, and I forgot to place a teleporter, oh no. I just don't like how some people are hyping it, or at least were hyping it, to be something that it isn't, you know. Like it is some sort of solution to the bot crisis, or the game salvation and stuff like that. It's just another service for another provider for community servers, you know. If everyone talked about Face It like that, oh, it is another way you can play TF2, that's great. I think that people wouldn't be as disappointed or suspicious as they have turned out to be, you know. Because I think that most of the backlash that Face It is suffering on social media is due to how overhyped it was by some content creators. And as you know, I'm not really a fan of hype. I already made a video about that, even saying that hyping stuff isn't a good idea because it is inevitable. If you hype something up, people are going to be disappointed about it. It is best to, you know, let people experience things by their own account and avoid hyping as much as you can. Let me push it a bit back here, I think it will be better for us. Now let me get close to them. Ah, and I'm died, okay. No problem, I'll respawn soon enough. So yeah. Ronan asking me what nickname he can use to call me. You can call me old school or professor. It's okay. Most people call me professor, so feel free to call me like that. But if you want to just call me old school TF2, it's okay as well, no problem. But most people call me professor. Let me put a teleporter entrance here and put another sentry because they just destroyed it. I think this is an important point to hold. Let me get close to this the moment here. Can't place stickies on my sentry. And one of them died. Okay, it is Mr. Dispenser. Nice. So yeah. Hello Nathan, how are you doing? Hello. Nice. Cartola asking me what I'm thinking about the future of this channel, if I want to make new types of videos. Probably I'll keep doing what I'm already doing, you know, Cartola. Live stream highlights, streaming once or twice a week at most, when I feel like it. And making commentary videos from time to time. I'm even planning on my next commentary video to be about community servers. Because I've seen a lot of people on social media trying to pull off the argument that you... Sherlock, come on! That you either have to play on Faceit or on Valve's casual, as if community servers didn't exist, you know. And I think I'll do a commentary video on that. Because, you know, you don't have only 2 options to play TF2. You have a lot of options to play TF2. You know, you have the Uncle Topia servers, you have the creators.tf servers, you have the Lazy Purple servers. There are also my 2 servers that I'm starting up, and plenty of other communities that have community servers. And I think it is important for us not to forget that. And I've seen some people on social media trying to sell the idea that if you don't like Faceit, then you have to play with bots on Valve's matchmaking, and that's simply not true if you think about it. So yeah, in terms of types of content, I think I'll stick to that, you know. Commentary videos from time to time, and let me put a sentry here, and stream highlights as my bread and butter, you know. What else are you saying? Let me see. Mrs. Spencer tries so hard to destroy the sentry. Yeah, you tried, Mr. Dispenser. That's the important thing about it. You keep trying. Don't give up. Don't give up. And I'll reposition the sentry here. Polar is helping me out, but I think it will be better positioned about it. So yeah. And what else are you saying? Lucas, I'm not very versed on philosophy. I'm not very versed on that. Your friend asked, who asked? You can say I asked. I was asking. Sherlock's waiting for me to answer comments here on stream to try to track my stuff down. I'm paying attention, Sherlock. I'm not distracted. So yeah. And Roland saying, but Faceit let's... come on, here's Sherlock again. And he got me. Ronan saying, but Faceit lets you get points, then if you get enough, then you can buy an Australian. Yes, they do, but I don't think you should really count on that to make the experience fun, Ronan. Because you have to really grind hours and hours and hours on their platform to be able to afford anything. So if you're only playing on Faceit for the points, I think you probably get tired of it quite quickly, you know. I don't think that's their main appeal. I think that their main appeal is the fact that they're promising matches without cheaters and bots. That's what I think it's their main selling point, you know. What else? Robofake saying the Europe server remains as Eurodot and not London in the description. Oh, I have to update the description. But that's not a problem, Robofake, because both IP addresses should work. So the new IP address is london.oyegames, like it is on my pinned commentary and on screen. But if you try to connect using the old IP, euro.oyegames, you should be able to connect as well. Both IP addresses are still active, and they point to the same server, so there's no problem there. What else? Vinix saying, and hello Marcio, hello, glad to have you here Marcio, how are you doing? Vinix saying, I think your servers are the same as Faceit, because they are so hard to play, so competitive. It depends on the people playing on it, you know. Sometimes the matches can get quite competitive on my servers, but other times they really don't. It's more a matter of how people are playing them than the servers themselves. What I think is interesting about my servers, and that makes it different than Faceit, is that you can leave or join whenever you want. You don't have to stay on a queue, like on an actual queue on a website, and you're not punished for leaving early. So I think that makes for a more casual and enjoyable experience. And that's how most community servers operate. That's actually what I think about, what I like about community servers, is the fact that you really don't have to be focused on the match. You can play as you wish and everything's fine, it's okay. So yeah. Mishirika saying, I'm always very happy and proud to see that a great and special friend like you is still dedicated to bringing incredible content to a game that I love so much. Thank you for that. Oh, Mishirika, thank you so much for your compliments. You are a really dear friend to me. And yeah, now we're bringing content to the international community. That's a great thing. Thank you very much, Mishirika. You're great. What else are you saying? André saying that a few cheaters already have broken into Faceit. I've heard about it, André. I imagine Faceit will do something against that, but it really is inevitable, you know, especially when you advertise your service as something that's bot and cheater free. When you do that, I can play here, there won't be any cheaters here. What the cheaters think is challenge accepted, you know, and by doing that you actually are inviting them to try and crack your anti-cheat. So I don't think that was very smart of Faceit to try to advertise their service as something that's cheater and bot free, you know. But as I said, it's their main selling point. So even if I wouldn't do that, I understand why they did advertise themselves that way. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Let me see. What else? Nathan saying he can't play on Faceit servers, that's sad. I imagine, Nathan, when I try to play there, they will probably flag my account as suspicious, I imagine. Because I run Linux. And I have a suspicion that they are doing that, you know. They are blocking out Linux users. So yeah. I have a friend who is legit, he's not a cheater and everything, I know him really well. And he said to me that he managed to play 2 matches before his account was flagged as suspicious. And the only thing he has running on his machine that could be flagged as suspicious is he runs Linux. He's not a Windows user. So yeah. I'll try it out later to see how it goes. And my sentry is already down. That's bad news. Trolleyfish saying, from my own experience with Faceit, he played 25 matches. It is fun, but it isn't casual. To be honest, I think they should start advertising themselves as casual and competitive, as that's what it is. Yeah, I agree with you, Trolleyfish. It seems to be like that, you know. I haven't played there yet, but from what I see, I think that's the case. I don't think they should advertise themselves as casual or casual and competitive. I think they should just say it is the Faceit experience, you know? Just that. I think it was a mistake for them to say that they were bringing casual servers. Because when you say that, casual is something that isn't very well defined, you know? It has a very open meaning, casual. And it changes from what different people understand about the game. But if they said, oh no, we're bringing the Faceit experience to TF2, then it wouldn't cause as much confusion as it did. And as well disappointment. Again, it is mostly a problem of people saying it is an alternative to casual matchmaking, you know, or something to try and substitute casual matchmaking, because it isn't. It is Faceit's own take on TF2. And that's okay, that's great. But people should be addressing it by what it is, and not by what they want it to be, you know. I think that was the problem. I'm very bad. Let me grab some health, and then I can go back to try and block this catch. Oh, okay. I protected the point at least from Robo Fate. He was laughing hard there. What else are you saying? Let me see. Salgado saying he was watching a video of Zesty Jesus, and in part of the video he appeared to be playing on my map. Oh, that's interesting. Cantara. Ah, that's I didn't notice that, Salgado. I watched Zesty's video, and I agree with most of what he said there. I think it was a very interesting take on this topic, what he was doing on the video. But I didn't notice he was playing on my map. I'll check it out later just to make sure if that's really the case. For those of you who don't know, I already made 2 maps for TF2. They are on the workshop. One is called Cantara. That was my first map. It's not very well made, but it is fun to play on. And the other one, what it is called, it's called Seas. It has both Arena and King of the Hill versions. And that one I'm really proud of. It's a simple map, but it is quite fun to play on. I enjoy a lot what I was able to do on it. Sherlock is using the cloak and dagger. Okay, now he's dead. Let me put a dispenser for my team. I think I'll place it here, so people can recover without coming into spawn. So yeah, Mr. Dispenser saying he thinks Face It is the Overwatch way to play casual. I agree with you, Mr. Dispenser. It seems to be mostly about the same, you know, the same type of experience. Because in Overwatch, even on casual play on Overwatch the game, people are very focused on winning the match, and I think it's the same sort of feel to both experiences. No one noticed my sentry there yet, that's good. But now I think I have to change it. People will be looking for it. So yeah. What else are you saying? Charlie Fish saying his account could be flagged as suspicious. Ah, his account got flagged as suspicious. Ah, that's sad, Trollfish. That's sad. It seems to be something they're doing to a lot of people, you know, flagging them as suspicious for whatever reason. I don't know exactly what is triggering that, but it seems to be the case for a lot of people. So yeah. And Kaique saying, if Face It go well, we will create a All Yeah Games clan on Face It. I already filled in their form for content creators, because they said they would be bringing servers to other regions of the world if there was enough community interest and content creators to partner with. So I already filled their form to say to them, hello, South America's here, we have players here, and stuff like that. But it will depend on them, really. So yeah, I have to wait on what their decision will be. But regardless, if they keep blocking Linux players, I don't think I'll be really supporting their service that much, you know. Because it would kind of go against my idea of what a community service should be. And there's Sherlock trying to set my sentry here. No, Mr. Sherlock. But I hope they expand their server network to Australia, to South America. Asia also needs their service. Okay, this is a medic, it's not Sherlock. I think I'll place a teleport somewhere around here. And they have destroyed my sentry. Let me try to put... Ah, come on, already destroyed. Let me hop on the point, just so they can't get any cap time, and I'm dead. Yeah. Come on, team, protect the point for us. Okay, we have Charlie Fish there, he's defending for us, nice. So yeah. Spyro asking if I have to fight the bots. I don't really have a lot of problem with bots, to be honest. Because they mostly connect to casual matchmaking, and I only play on community servers. And there are some bots that join community servers, but you know, it isn't that many, and usually they just go away when the server empties. and server moderators can just outright ban them when they join. So it isn't really a problem for community servers. It is one, but it is a much smaller problem than it is for casual matchmakers. That heavy I think I'll try to cap the point with whoever is here. Let's help the medic. Nice. Let's keep pushing. And my sentry is back there killing them. That's good. Let's keep on pushing. Just so they don't have the momentum to strike us back. So yes. What else are you saying? Let me see. André saying he can't enter the server. It says bad server address. André, you have to use the IP that's on the live stream description or on screen here. It is london.oyegames. But if you are having trouble connect because the game disconnects you after 4 retries, there's a command you can put on TF2's launch options to try and fix that. The command is also on stream description. It is something like plus clientport and some numbers, you know. So try using that if you can't connect. It will probably help you. But yeah. Let me up this dispenser here for the heavy. And it's a good thing I've left a teleporter entrance back there, because now I can place an exit here. So yeah, let's see if I can respawn and use the setup I was building up there. Salgado asking why I don't place one of my maps in the next match. That's a good idea, Salgado. Let me vote for my map here. Call vote next map. Where it is? Let me see. We have a lot of community maps here on the server. Here, Cough Seas. I'll vote for this one because I think it is the best one of the two I was able to map for the game. And we're going to lose here. It's okay, no problem. What else? What else? Strike saying Face It Casual is more defined as there's no money involved instead of a fun laid back game. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'd like to comment on how a lot of people were kind of suspicious on how Face It will profit from this affair and everything. And I've seen a lot of misinformed people saying that Face It is selling private information and spying on people, and although I'm not fond of their anti-cheat, I have to say that's probably not the case. They sell premium subscriptions to their website and if you sign up for one of those premium subscriptions that are paid for, you get access to more features, and that's how they make money. So they let a lot of people play for free, and some people that really enjoy their service can pay for more features. And that's kind of how most community servers operate as well. On my servers, at least in Brazil, you can also pay to have more features, to be able to change the map whenever you want, to have reserved slots and stuff like that. So in that regards, they aren't doing anything different than other community servers are doing. The difference is that they are not running costs simply to pay their bills. They are going to try and profit off of this. You know, Face It is a private company after all. It is not a community service. Let me pick this scout here. Thank you very much, Dark Knight. Dark Knight's that heavy there. Ah, come on. Who helped me, but I'm already dead. It's okay, no problem. Ah, nice, Mr. Dispenser. See you later. And it's already 1 hour of stream? It's already 1 hour. Damn, the time flies when you're having fun. No, it isn't. It is half an hour. We still have half an hour of stream. Okay, it is 2 o'clock here where I live. Then for a while I thought the stream was already ending, but it isn't. It's okay. Hello VPC, how are you? Gabriel is saying, if you try to heal a building after moving it, it will consume your metal if it took damage before being placed again. That's interesting to know. I didn't know that. Thank you very much for the tip, Gabriel. Thank you very much. I was not aware of that. And I think... Where will I place the sentry? I think I'll place it here. That heavy didn't see me. Okay, that's good. Let me up the sentry here. And make them target me. Yeah, but now it's down again. Okay. Hobo Faking, he's saying he's going to study in the old school TF2 good school. I don't have a TF2 school yet, but probably in a couple of years I'll have one. Let me place the teleporter exit around here. I think this is a good place to do so. Let me see how's everything going here. Oh, there's a demo man trying to flank my team. I hope he doesn't look back. Got him. And as you can see, this map is quite simple, but I think the layout is interesting to play on. I find it quite fun to play. There was an enemy here. Come on, Pyro. Let me place my building. Okay. Let me put it here. Because if I die, at least... I was going to say, if I die, at least the sentry is still going up, but the scout managed to destroy it. Ah, come on, scout! Let me work! Engineer is quite hard. It is so hard to play engineer. So yeah. What else are you saying? Zeus asking, in this situation that Brazil is in, would you take a risk and continue to live in it, or would you live in another country? That's a very hard question to answer, Zeus, because as bad as things are here in Brazil right now, I still have my family here, you know, and I'm not sure I would emigrate to another country, considering the people I love wouldn't be able to go with me, you know. I don't know what I would do. That's really a hard question. So yeah. Ah, hello Hovi Sniper, how are you? How are you? Hope you're doing fine. I'm glad to have you here. Asking if I think Valve will do something about Faceit. Probably not, Hovi Sniper, because people think that Faceit is sort of a threat to Valve servers, and it really isn't. Valve doesn't care about it. And we know that because Faceit has CSGO servers for quite some years now, and they have even organized the server for Valve. A tournament for Valve on competitive CSGO. So I don't really think that Valve will do anything about safety. About safety, no, about Faceit. I don't know, I keep wanting to say safety instead of Faceit. It's hard to speak English as a second language. But I don't think they'll do anything about it. Doesn't seem like something they would worry about, you know. Let me build this dispenser here. Grab some metal so I can start building a sentry as well. Okay, we are on the point. We are in the vein. Who remembers that map? It's a great map. I really like player destruction as a game mode, you know. I think I have to start using this flank route here to place my sentry. I think it will be better, probably. So yeah. Spyro asking what's my favorite class. It is Soldier, for sure. I really like Soldier. I think it is one of the most diverse classes you can play in TF2. Okay, let me retreat. I think I'll try setting up a sentry here. and then bringing it out with me. Because I have the Jag, I have to put it to use, you know. Because I can upgrade and build stuff faster with it. Let me just grab some metal and check how are things here. Yeah, not a good time for me to push out. But I'll leave my sentry at level 2, so I can be a bit faster with it when I eventually take it outside. Let me see who is here. At least you have that teleported, so everyone can be together here in this sort of sewers. Ah, there was a spy, Pedroca! Come on, Pedroca, no! And all my work is lost. So yeah. What else are you saying? Brenner asking me if I ever considered leaving Brazil. Yes, I have, but as I said, it isn't something that you can do very easily, especially for Brazilians. You know, people from developed countries have way more freedom and mobility than we have. Where will I place this? And I didn't place it. I think we from developing countries are kinda unlucky in that regard. So yeah. Having Sniper asking if I have any donations when I did my first stream in this channel. No, I didn't, Javi. I think that's because there aren't any ways for people to donate to me yet here on Old School TF2. But I'm grinding YouTube to be able to monetize the channel and maybe earn some super chats. I think that will really help us increase the amount of servers we have in other regions. Because my goal here is to be able to support all regions, you know. Ah, Kaká Montoso was smarter than me. He was clever. But my goal is to be able to support more regions with my servers. So I'll probably enable memberships and stuff like that and handle out reserved slots for the people who directly support my work here. But I didn't get any donations yet. And that's okay, really. I'm just starting out, that's how it goes for everyone. One of the things I like about this map is how close quarters it is, you know. I think I was able to design a map that's interesting for almost all classes to play on. Perhaps for engineer it isn't that good, or perhaps I'm a bad engineer, I don't know. I think I'm a bad engineer, that's for sure. So yeah, Sherlock saying he likes this map. Yeah, I like it too, Sherlock. I was very proud of it. So yeah, let's see if I can at least put a sentry somewhere. Because I think I'm not playing badly, it's just that, and this is a bad spot, yeah, this is a bad spot for my sentry. Let's see if I can place it somewhere behind them. Because this here could be a good spot.
Alert. Our control point captured.
Charlie Fish is really good at heavy. He plays very well. Spaz asking, do you think beta maps should come back as a category? I don't think so, Spaz. I think that releasing things in beta isn't a very good idea, you know. Especially because there is no guarantee that they will be released out of beta. So I think that what it does when you release a beta map is it builds hype and interest on something that the development team might not even finish, you know, and that's quite bad in my opinion. It would be better if we, for example, didn't know about Cactus Canyon or RD Asteroid, Robot Destruction Asteroid, and my sentry is just here doing nothing. I guess that was a bad spot to put it in after all. So yeah, I'm rubbish as an engineer. but I think that because we know about those maps that never got released, we are kinda jaded about it. It would be better to not know about them in the end. And whenever they eventually got released, we would be happily surprised by it. Sometimes I feel like I'm just repeating myself on this hype topic and stuff, but I think it is important, you know, to be aware of that releasing stuff before it is ready, really ready to be put on the game, isn't good for the game. And knowing about stuff that isn't ready yet as well, in my opinion, isn't something good for the game. Finally, I was able to place my sentry in an interesting spot. That's good. Let me put a dispenser here, because I think this is also a good spot for a dispenser. And as you can see, matches on this map here are quite competitive, you know. We're playing casually here, so really no one's playing for serious, I have to win. But I think the map design makes it easy to have good matches on it. I'm really proud of this map. I just regret I wasn't able to make it look very good, you know, because I'm not very talented at Hammer. So the map looks kinda okay, but not very good. But it plays very well, that I can say. So yeah. Panzer saying Rescue Ranger Gunslinger plus Gunslinger equals meta. I don't really like playing with the Rescue Ranger. I know it is very useful, and when I play Man vs Machine, I use it a lot. But on regular matches, I prefer to use the Panic Attack or the regular shotgun. I think they are more useful, you know, as weapons for a regular engineer. So yeah, let me try to use these flanking routes now. Put a sentry here, so I can at least make it operational. Let me work on the teleporter as well. And now I think I can put the sentry here to be able to at least protect part of the team. And I'll put the dispenser here. I can't put a dispenser, I don't have enough metal. Let me go back, grab some metal, and place the dispenser here. Because I think this is a good spot to help the team. They can retreat easily to this spot. So yeah. What else are you asking? Salgado asking me if I've ever considered playing some custom game modes. I don't really like custom game modes. I like TF2 for what it is, you know. So yeah, I'm not very interested on things like Death Run versus Sexton Hale and stuff like that. I think they really are another league of game, you know. Not that they are bad game modes or anything like that, it's just that I don't really care for them. So yeah. Hobby Sniper asking, if I could create a taunt, which class would I choose? If I could create a taunt, Hobby, probably I would make it an all-class taunt, you know. I don't really like taunts that are for a single class. You know, nothing against them, they are fine and all. I have some single class taunts, but I think I would probably make it an all class taunts. I think those are more fun to have. Let me place my sentry around here now, so it covers better the point. And even the balcony up there, you see? And now I can make it level 3 and work more on the dispenser. So yeah. Charlie Fish saying, this map has a lot of high places, so it is good for heavy. Yeah, when I was designing it, I played a lot of bot matches on this map. And I probably played about 20 hours of matches on this map before releasing it, you know. I won't be able to save my sentry here. And I tried to think about every class, you know, so every class had something to do on this map. I think a mistake that a lot of new mappers do is that they only design the map for their favorite class. Or for sixes, you know, for soldier, demo main scout to play on it. For example, if you are a sniper and you want a vantage point, you can come here. And then you have a very good sight line into there, or across the map through that gap, as you can see there. So I was building the map and thinking about that sort of stuff. What can a sniper do here? What can a heavy do? Do I have places for engineers to build their nests? And that was really one of my worries, you know, with this map. Making maps is quite fun. Everyone should give it a try sometime. Because you really learn a lot about the game when you decide to build a map for it. It was quite an experience making this map here. So yeah. Hey Panzer, hello, I'm glad you managed to hop in on stream. It's great to have you fellas here. One of the things I like about streaming is that we get to know each other, you know. I was talking to another YouTuber this week and he was asking how could he build a closer relationship with his viewers, and one of the things I suggested for him was to stream more often and to stream in a way that his viewers could join his match and play with him, because I think this really builds a relationship between us, you know. It's not like you are simply watching me and reacting to what I do. No, you participate, and later when I cut this stream into pieces and make multiple videos, you will see each other on the videos. I was playing with the professor on that day, it was fun and everything. That really builds a sense of community. And I think it is important for new content creators to work towards that, you know, to building a sense that your channel isn't just a channel, it is a community. I think that's really important, you know. And Charlie Fish is clever. He's very clever. So yeah, I'm glad I can play with you. You know, that's great. So yeah, Hovi saying I'm getting close and close to 2,000. Thanks, Hovi. I'll keep it up. We'll keep working towards it. I already have a sponsor for this channel looking out for me. On my other channel, I'm sponsored by Menko.store, and the fellas there, they are interested on also sponsoring this channel, and it could be very good for our finances here, you know, so I can make giveaways and uncrate stuff here. I know a lot of people enjoy videos of YouTubers opening crates and perhaps open more servers for you to play. So I'm looking forward to getting sponsored on this channel as well. But I think I'll probably wait until I get to about 10,000 subscribers before I enter into a sponsorship like that. I imagine if I started making sponsor announcements here, a lot of people would dislike it because the channel is still very small and needs to grow a viewership before I start sponsoring. I start advertising a sponsor. That's what I mean. So yeah, that's a great spot for a sentry, you know. That's a great spot for a sentry. I'm glad I managed to figure it out. Okay, let me place my dispenser again here, and I have a dispenser back there. I want it here to help my team push. So yeah, I know, Cartola, that in English professor is a university teacher. I know that, but I think it wouldn't make sense to really change my nickname, you know. But I'm aware of that, don't worry. Javi asking what it is I like about streaming, and he's saying that he likes to talk to the viewers. That's the same for me. I think this interaction that we have is the best thing about streaming. I don't really believe streams are fun because the person is playing well or anything like that. I think what makes a stream special and interesting is when the content creator interacts with the viewer base, with the subscribers. Of course, I can't read all messages on my other channel. We often get about 120 people watching each stream on my Brazilian channel, and I can't read every message. That's impossible. But I think that if I didn't pay attention to what you are saying, you probably wouldn't engage with me as much as you do, you know. Let me push this thing to another place, because that demo main is looking out for us. Okay, I think this is an interesting spot. And let me see if I can go help capture point, so we have a chance of winning. Help the cap, and then I'll put a dispenser somewhere for people to use. Yeah, it didn't work out, it's okay, no problem. So yeah, that's it. Kaique saying, yes, unless it is a Benny stream. Yeah, but Benny is on a whole other league, you know. Benny is the pipe Jesus, isn't he? Isn't that how he's called? He is a great player. I quite enjoy watching some of his streams. But I still think it is better when the content creator is interacting with people. If you have the skills Benny has, then of course you can just play, but at least for me that's not the case, you know. So yeah, GG. And I think I'll be ending stream now. We are already streaming for about 1 hour, and that's usually how long I go for our streams, because I don't want to get tired and I don't want you to get tired. I think streams are more interesting when they become an event and everyone comes together to talk together and play together and enjoy some time together. And that was a lot of together. You know, I think that's a good word for my channel, you know, together. That's what I want to build here. I want to build a community. I want a group of people that enjoy each other's company, you know. That's my goal. And I'm glad you fellas are coming to watch and play. I'm very thankful for that, and I hope you are having fun. And that's it. So yeah, let me see what you're saying before I finish stream here. Javi saying he wishes he could join, but he has to study. Don't worry, Javi. Prioritize your studies. It is more important for sure. There will always be another stream next week, so don't worry about it. Polar asking if I remember the first map I've ever played and what it was like playing TF2 for the first time. It was confusing. I remember that the first map I played was Harvest, and I joined the game and I didn't understand one thing about it. It was very confusing. But the first map was Cough Harvest, the first one I've played. So yeah, fellas, thank you very much for passing by here on stream. We'll do another one next Sunday, and next Sunday it will be on our Miami server, okay? So I should stream a bit later next week, and we will play on the Miami server for American audiences, you know, people from North America, Central America, and South America. But like today, everyone's free to join, and I hope you come back so we can talk together a bit more. It was very fun. I hope you have a good afternoon, night, or morning, wherever you are, and we'll talk together next week. See you next time, and bye bye, fellas. Stay